It's 84 degrees.
Aloha, and welcome to Betty's Real Estate Corner, brought to you by Caldwell Banker, Sakamoto Properties. Roy Sakamoto is with me, my husband Roy, in the studio, so we're going to have a little fun today, come up with hopefully something you haven't heard before, give you a few possible places that are for sale at Kapalua and around the island, and then just kind of talk a little story.
Yeah, we always have fun doing the show.
It is fun.
Good morning, Maui.
Good morning, Maui.
Remember that old movie, Good Morning, Vietnam?
Oh, yes. Oh,
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah, Robin Williams.
Yeah, totally forgot about that.
Yeah,
That was really a powerful movie for its era.
it was. It was.
That was really something.
Good morning, Vietnam.
Good morning, Vietnam.
We
Oh,
actually met Robin Williams at the Ritz Carlton.
Very
Years and
nice
years
man,
ago.
very nice
Oh,
man.
super guy.
He was great. That was
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
It is amazing, some of the people that we've met. Burt Lancaster. Now, that takes a certain generation to know who Burt Lancaster is, but we surely did. And he
Yeah,
became a good friend.
A lot of our friends,
Yeah.
younger friends, don't know who Burt Lancaster is.
Yeah, he's amazing. We met him. Roy got a phone call one night from a good friend and said, you know, meet me tomorrow morning. I'm going to play golf with Burt Lancaster, and I'm just trying to get someone else to go out or, you know, whatever. And Roy said, sure, I'll come.
Well, yeah, he was.
But you didn't believe it.
No, he was a good friend, one of Lahaina's finest alcoholics, I
Yeah.
would say. Yeah.
Yeah,
And he says he's playing golf with Burt Lancaster in the morning. I said, yeah, right. Sure.
yeah. But he went. So when he walked into the clubhouse, he said to someone, I'm here to play golf with Burt Lancaster. And the guy looks out the window and points and says, he's on the putting green. And Roy looks, and sure enough, Burt Lancaster is on the putting green. And the rest of the day was really great. I got a phone call at some point that said, you know, Burt had said, you know, let's have lunch when we're done. You know, call your wife and see if she can come over, and I'll get my wife over. And
His girlfriend.
His girlfriend.
Yeah.
And sure enough, I mean, we had the best lunch, and he was such a gentleman, such a great person. And we ended up with a fantastic relationship for many, many years until he passed away.
Yeah. We'd always see him whenever he'd come to Maui, play golf, have dinners, lunches.
He was great. He was really
Super guy. And what a gentleman.
What a gentleman.
One thing I remember, you could never pay a dinner tab or a lunch tab.
No, I mean, and that
And,
was really sweet of him.
Yeah. And back in the day, he would always pay, not with a credit card, but a traveler's check.
That's right. He had the piles of traveler's checks with him.
Yeah.
That was really kind of interesting.
And it's funny, he would always ask the waiter or waitress, you know, do you need identification? And of course they knew who he was.
Yes, that's true, though. I forgot about that, too. That he would always, you know, be getting his license out or something for ID. And he was so definable. I mean, there was no question when you saw Burt Lancaster who he was. I mean, he was big, hands big, everything about him. He was pretty amazing.
Very distinctive voice.
Very distinctive voice. Miss him.
You know, maybe you should relate the story of our dining fiasco at Mama's Fish House.
Oh, that was even worse. Okay.
Yeah.
At some point,
Sorry, Mama's Fish House.
yeah, Burt had called, and we had arranged to have dinner. They had some friends coming with them, and we were going to meet at Mama's Fish House, and you know, which was fine. I mean, it's kind of a long haul for all of us, but you know, we would have gone anywhere. So we headed over to Mama's Fish House, and we get there, and they're not there yet. And we were a little bit early, so we go in, and they're all set up for Burt Lancaster. They've got this great table, and they sit us down at the table, and we wait and wait and
And they
wait.
start bringing out some great appetizers,
Yeah.
some poo-poos.
While we're waiting for Burt. So then, all of a sudden, now this predates cell phones.
Yeah.
You know, so there's no way to reach us except to call the restaurant. So they call the restaurant, and then you have to get up and go to the phone. Or did they have a phone they brought around or something?
No, you went up to the
Did I?
desk.
I can't remember that part right now. But anyway, I got on the phone with Burt, and he's explaining that they were staying in Wailea,
Yeah.
and they came up, they left there, and it was pouring rain out. It was the worst day. So at some point, they made a turn, and they ended up back in Wailea. So now, I mean, they're exhausted. I mean, they're wet, they're exhausted. And they're saying, could you guys just come here? And we're looking at one another, thinking, this restaurant is going to think this was some sort of a scam we pulled to get free food. I don't know. It was really very, very strange. And I'm talking a lot of years ago now. I mean, this is 40 years ago plus.
I don't know, a long time.
A long time ago. You know, so it wasn't like people necessarily knew who we were or anything. I mean, it was so embarrassing. It was horrible. But we met them, and again, we had such a great evening, and we all laughed so hard about it all. And they ran up and changed their clothes somewhere because they were soaking wet. And anyway, it was a great, great night. But we've always felt guilty.
Yeah.
About the restaurant.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. That was an interesting moment.
You know, while we're on the subject
restaurants
of people we know, though, how about Charlie Pride?
Charlie Pride. Oh, yeah. That's another person that we met.
And got to know really well.
He and his wife Rosine, and again, what a gentleman, what a lady. I mean, they were amazing people. Charlie Pride, you know, he had served in the military, and the two of them, they were like teenagers, and they had been dating, and then they ended up, he had to go in the military, and any money that he got, he sent to her, so that she got the money. And I guess they were married really young.
Yeah,
because I think they were already married.
Right.
But he would just send whatever he had, any money. So when he comes back, he's assuming she's used it, you know, but he comes back and she has every penny saved.
Right.
You know, so that, and he wanted to start his career as soon as he finished his military, but he thought he wouldn't be able to. But sure enough, she had all this money set up and a place that they were living and whatever. And Rosine, she had to be the best wife anybody ever had.
Yeah.
She's priceless.
No, a lot of people may not know who Charlie Pride is.
Well, Charlie Pride is one of the top country western singers of all time.
Oh, absolutely.
And
Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of Famer. His son, also a great singer, but I don't know that he's, you know, it definitely hasn't come out as a huge force at this point. And he passed away, Charlie, maybe 5 years ago.
Start of COVID.
At the start of COVID, yes. Yeah, he ended up.
Big shock for us.
It was horrible. He got sick. You know, he went out one night for an award. I mean, he had an award
kind of
that
a
they were
lifetime
doing.
achievement award for country western music.
And Rosine wouldn't go
Yeah.
because you were supposed to not be doing that at all, and she didn't go. He went. He ended up with the virus, COVID, and he got really sick. They took him to the hospital, and he ended up passing away. Anyway, this is a strange radio show, I guess, but it was quite a time we have with these people, and they were so fun and so great. And to this day, I talk to Rosine. After Charlie passed away, she called me and let me know what had happened, and we've been trying to get together. I've got to get her to come here and bring the family and make it work for them.
In fact, I think she's having her 90th birthday pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
You were at their, what was it?
It was like a 50th wedding anniversary.
Something like that in Dallas.
In Dallas. That was really great.
You flew over for that.
Oh, and it was the worst weather.
Yeah.
I forgot that day. Roy couldn't go. We had something happening. And I just said, I just feel like I should go. And I went. And it was hard to figure out at the time what to wear, because it was going to be kind of this really big thing. And I was fine. I didn't have the things like they were all wearing, but it was still great to be there and great to be a part of their lives. It was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie and Rosine Pride. I will call her later today.
Good idea.
Check in with her. We were going to also talk about some of the restaurants today.
Yeah.
One of the ones that I love, Honu is like my all-time favorite.
All-timer.
Yeah, and they're open now for dinner only, but they open real early. But that's really my favorite place in the world. I absolutely love it. Ahi bruschetta that they do I don't think anyone in the world has ahi like they have. They must sit out and try to catch ahi every day of their
Yeah.
lives, something
No,
like that.
very
Anyway,
fresh.
Perfect.
It's awesome. Yeah.
And then Taverna. It's
Taverna
Check.
at Kapalua. Yeah.
Something's been changing there a little bit. I think they've changed the menu up, new owners, and we had the best dinner the other day there. You know, it's certainly, we can walk there pretty easy,
Yeah,
but
right.
it was so great, and we had some friends with us, and just really perfect.
Yeah, lots of parking,
Mm-hmm.
easily accessible, so
Yeah.
it's a great place.
And close to our office,
Close to our office.
Caldwell Banker, Sakamoto Properties.
Yeah,
Yep, that's the thing.
no. And we also like going to the Ritz Carlton.
Well, the Ritz Carlton has been, for years now, our go-to place. You know, and we usually go there, and we go to the bar area,
Alo.
Alo Lounge,
Yeah.
right. And they have entertainment there. But the food is really great. And usually we'll pick up a few people along with us that are, when we go there, and everything. I mean, their burgers are absolutely
Smash
fabulous.
burgers.
The smash burger,
Yeah.
exactly. And you could share it between 4 people. And then they'll have
Sushi.
sushi is great. The
Awesome.
sushi is
Really
absolutely
good.
awesome. And they have a great sushi chef there. What's his name? Do you remember?
Naoto.
No.
Naoto.
Naoto.
Yeah.
I'm not so good at pronouncing the
Yeah.
names, but he is really so good and always sees to it that we have something that's really good.
Another great sushi place is Japango at the Hyatt Regency.
Japango, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been a really great place for us too, and a
Good.
place that we like taking people.
Yeah, a
And,
good friend of ours is the sushi chef there, Masa.
Masa is, again,
Yeah, Masa Hattori.
one of the best sushi chefs.
Awesome. Really
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, he's really, again, awesome is probably.
And the outdoor seating there, it's great. Japango at the Hyatt.
Yeah, Japango at the Hyatt. It's great.
It's like dining on a patio
Yeah, it is.
with great ocean views, sunsets, everything.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
everything is good there. But what about, do we need to talk about any real estate today? Do we need to talk about?
Well, it's Betty's real estate corner.
I
so
know, just kind of bringing it up a
Yeah.
little bit.
We can talk about anything.
We could. Yeah, if
You-
we get,
Yeah. You know, there's our office is in Kapalua, so maybe we'll just concentrate as far as condominiums for today for condominiums at Kapalua.
that's really great.
Yeah. And here's one that is listed by Marianne Fitch from our office. It's at the Ridge. It's a 1-bedroom, 2-bath. Unit number is 2223 at the Ridge. Awesome views. The apartment is really done nicely. It's listed at $1,395,000, and the Ridge is really solidly built. It's one of the best constructed, I think, buildings on Maui, and awesome.
You know, another one, now this one kind of moves a little bit, and this one is at the Ritz Carlton. And the Ritz Carlton has some spectacular condominiums and a rental program that is really second to none. It's one of the best of all time. This one is 112628, and you can actually split it up and keep a hotel room for yourself if you're going to be in town, and then the other is a 1-bedroom, 1-bath.
Right.
So it's really, and they're spectacular. They take care of all the furnishings, they take care of everything. And I think that, again, the Ritz Carlton for ownership is really great.
Lots of people don't realize that there are some apartments at the Ritz Carlton you can purchase. And in today's kind of uncertain world as far as whether or not condominiums are going to allow to be rented if you're zoned apartment, the Ritz Carlton is zoned hotel, so that's not an issue. And it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. We have it listed at $3,250,000, and quite easy to see if it's not occupied. So you can reach me at Roy at 808-870-7060, or Betty at 808-870-7060. 7062, or easiest is also to hit on our website, sakamotoproperties.com.
Perfect. Another thing to know is that the Ritz Carlton is a 5-star Ritz Carlton resort, so that your condo will be rented knowing that. It keeps people coming.
Yeah, and it's 5-star, and a lot of people have this feeling that the Ritz Carlton is kind of hoity-toity and not friendly. Quite the contrary. There's,
Absolutely.
An Aloha spirit there that you don't find in a lot of hotels throughout Hawaii, and the employees are always with a smile, always willing to help. Fantastic.
I agree. At the Ritz Carlton, you walk in, the first thing you do, you pull up, and the valets are there. And you come there twice, they know who you are. So that fortunately, they take our car, they keep it right there. When we walk out, it's always waiting for us. The Aloha there is really, I totally agree with you, second to none. Absolutely second to none. It's the best.
They have nightly entertainment, as Betty mentioned, starting at 6 o'clock. They have at 6 o'clock they have a sunset ceremony at the Aloha Lounge. And then right after that is live music. Usually it's a Hawaiian entertainer. And fun, so check out the Ritz-Carlton and check out the apartments there.
That's a good, the other thing, you had a ridge that you talked about a minute ago.
Right.
And Ray Chin has another one listed there, 1722, second floor, and has really dramatic, spectacular views, which most of them do, and a 1-bedroom, 2-bath. It's again, and they have everything now, at the condos. There's Kapalua tennis, there's golf, and there's special rates when you play golf as an owner. So it's the best.
Yeah. Here's another one. It's a Bay Villa. The Bay Villas at Kapalua are the original condominiums developed at Kapalua, right on the ocean. I think there's like 160 units, something like that.
166.
Yeah, something like
An
that.
odd number.
Right. Anyway, 33B2 is listed at $1,735,000. Great location in Building 33 at the Bay Villas. And Robert Bryan from our office has that listed. And again, you can always contact us, Roy, at 808-870-7060, or Betty, 808-870-7062.
Or walk into our office 7 days a week. If you're out, you could be at Kapalua for anything. You could be coming for Sunday brunch. You could be taking a walk. Just come on by. The doors are open from pretty much, I would say, 8 to 5 every day. And, you'll have someone that you can talk to, talk about the market, talk about real estate. There's always one of the agents sitting there. And it really is a great opportunity. And we love if we're there and somebody comes by and we just sit and chat, like a lot of times somebody's thinking maybe they aren't ready to buy this year, but they really would like to meet someone. They'd like to understand what it takes to own a Kapalua property. And, is it something way beyond them forever? And then every so often we'll have someone that, will come by. They're really happy. The idea is great. And then they bring their parents, and the parents make the first purchase. But it's been really fun because families do that. And but the other thing is just come and see us. I love when somebody stops by and I'm there sitting, just hanging out for a bit, don't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's
And
perfect.
like Betty says, we're open 7 days a week. 700 Office Road. Office Road is the main drag, basically, in Kapalua. And can't miss it. We have a big Coldwell Banker sign. And come on in. Love to talk story.
Yeah, if you're coming down the road, if you get to the Honolulu store, you've gone too far, but you could actually park there if you wanted, or just turn around, come back, park out in front of our office, or and what's the restaurants that are right there? What's the one opening up now?
Well, we've got Poorhouse.
The Poorhouse is there.
And Sansei.
And Sansei.
And soon we'll have a Sali Pepe.
Sali Pepe is going to be opening
right.
a small restaurant there.
Right, kind of a deli restaurant.
But that should be really spectacular,
It's
I
going to
think.
be awesome.
Yeah. I mean, we love the food out there anyway, but this is going to make it harder. We can pick up food to take home for dinner.
That's right.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's sounding great.
And speaking of Sali Pepe, they just reopened their main restaurant in Lahaina, in the industrial area.
I've heard that. Where is it located, Roy?
Where the kombucha place used to be in the industrial area.
Yeah.
It's right across the street from the florist that we use.
Oh,
It's a special touch.
a special touch. That's
Right.
one of the best florists anywhere. If you want something special, call a special touch. I mean, that sounds silly, but it's true. I mean, they will come up with something really great, and when you want the best, they'll do it, and yet they'll do something small.
Sure.
Something that you could pick up if you wanted. But they are the best people ever. So here we go now. We've only got like we have 4 minutes left. So we got a lot of time here.
Okay. Here's another great condo. It's a 3-bedroom, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. It's Golf Villa 25T3, and it's listed by Jesse Wald from our office. Listed at $2,490,000, and great location. You're right on the golf course, right on number 5T, and it's great location, great views. It's originally was the loft floor plan that was floored in, so there's the original 2-bedroom plan has been modified to be a 3-bedroom, and great location, right next to one of the pools at the Golf Villas.
Something else that we were going to chat a little bit about today were some of the, like Maui Food Bank and some of the other charities that have been trying to raise funds, and have had a very difficult couple of years. We had chatted Maui Food Bank. We had talked about Halimakua, which is going to be doing a large expansion coming up. So I'm sure there's going to be a fundraising.
Yeah, there's lots more to be announced on Halimakua's expansion. So stay tuned. We'll keep you posted. Also, Maui Food Bank, very, very worthwhile.
Lahainaluna High School.
Lahainaluna High School.
If you even look at the Lahainaluna High School Foundation.com, you can, kind of see some of the things that they've been working on and raising funds for, and some of it will go to help out kids, scholarships, when they're heading off to college. But there's so many different things that the Lahainaluna High School Foundation does that help in the community.
And speaking of Lahainaluna, the band is doing a fundraiser to replace instruments that were lost during the Lahaina fire. And hopefully we can work through the Lahainaluna Foundation on that.
I think we can. I think that the contributions can be made through Lahainaluna High School Foundation.com, and you can reach, I don't have the phone numbers right next to me, and we've only got another minute left here, but I think, again, the kids need their replacement instruments, and they have such a great band, and they're there at all the games, or at many of the games, so it is something that is really, really matters to the young people of Lahaina.
What's amazing is other high school bands on Maui have also raised money to help Lahainaluna High School band.
Yes.
Band members who lost their instruments and so forth, and it's a great community effort. And these high school kids at Baldwin, Maui High, King Kekaliki, King Kamehameha, they're just amazing.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
It is great because the kids are. We've hit the 1-minute warning, just so you know.
Okay.
We're just about at the end of our show, but I think we've come up with a lot of things. If somebody's listening, paying attention to us, we got Danny Couch coming
There's
back
Danny.
on.
Yep.
And we love Danny Couch. Here he is, Danny Couch.
Aloha.
Special magic